Patricia Danner went missing nearly 35 years ago in Sangamon County, and now after her ex-husband pleaded guilty to murder in Georgia, Sangamon County officials are reopening the case.
Yeah, our Julia Rozier sat down with both the family and police about the case. She brings us more this morning on what investigators are looking for and what they're doing differently now decades later.
My hope is that we can finally get the closure we've been asking for all these years.
Bringing justice to her mother.
There are so many people out there who loved her and just want to know what happened.
Patricia Danner was only 34 years old when she went missing in 1989. But with her ex-husband now serving life in prison for murder, Sangamon County officials are putting more resources towards her case.
We had absolutely no idea what happened, where she was. We had hopes that maybe she was hiding and going to come back later.
Sangamon County Sheriff Jack Campbell says his department heard about Taya's arrest from former detectives and the media.
These cold cases, though forgotten to a lot of people, they're never forgotten by the sheriff's office.
In August, deputies drove down to the Georgia prison to interview Taya for more than 3 hours. But he still denies knowing anything about Patricia's disappearance. Sheriff Campbell says one thing was clear during the initial investigation. Patricia never would have left without her children.
That was what raised red flags to us then and now.
While her case was never officially closed, Campbell hopes that a fresh look could bring more evidence to light that may have been missed during the initial investigation.
It could be personal property, it could be other forensic evidence, it could be, hair, it could be bones, it could be clothing. There's so many things that are a possibility that we're looking for any disturbance, any anomaly in the soil.
Right now, investigators are working with the current owners of the home Patricia and her family lived in when she disappeared for an upcoming search. Sheriff Campbell says new technology could play a major role in finding new evidence. Investigators want to scan through concrete and do a side scan sonar of the property.
We're hoping that we can actually scan through the concrete. So we have a couple places on the property where there's concrete that we'd like to look at. You can see if the ground was disrupted below even an angle.
Sangamon County still has a tab for Patricia on their cold case website where tips can be submitted. Sheriff Campbell says his department is willing to invest the time and energy into this new investigation, but he warns that cold cases are challenging.
Time has gone by. Many people are now moved. They've forgotten. They've passed away. And so we have to balance this out.
Patricia's family says they know any answers they get from the investigation will be difficult and emotional to hear, but knowing what happened to Patricia would mean the world to them.
Maybe somebody would come forward and try to help and give our family closure, because it's been so long. This big question mark of what happened, and bring her body home and bury her in a decent grave.
Thank you, Julia. Sangamon County officials are waiting for the green light from the current homeowners in Glenarm to start investigating.